So President Trump has expressed support for legislation that would protect states that choose to legalize marijuana. He made that comment yesterday at the White House, saying he'd likely back the bill that would overturn the federal laws which still ban the drug. Meanwhile, also this week, Canada now another step closer toward legalizing marijuana. This after the Canadian Senate voted in favor of it. So where does New York State fit into this? Channel 2's Erica Brecker looking at that for us.
Ron, New York has decriminalized marijuana use to some degree, and medical marijuana is legal. But for years, Governor Andrew Cuomo was opposed to recreational marijuana. Recently, he seems to be coming around to the reality of legalization being accepted and happening elsewhere, not to mention he's got a Democratic opponent who is strongly in favor of it. Just last year, Governor Cuomo still called marijuana a gateway drug. Then in January, he announced a new study that would look into what legal recreational use would look like in New York. Last month, he said that study could be done within days. We asked where that stands. Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul says it's still ongoing.
I don't think whether it's in a month or 5 more days it's going to make a difference, because we're going to get the right answer, and it will be right for the people of the state of New York.
Hochul says she's aware that New York is surrounded by places with changing policies. Vermont and Massachusetts already allow it, and Canada took a step closer this week with its Senate voting in favor of legal marijuana. Is there any idea right now how marijuana would be regulated in New York State?
Well, we've already taken early steps with respect to medicinal marijuana, so I can't say exactly how it would happen, because I will tell you when it is unveiled, there'll be an enormous amount of detail that's released at that time.
Hochul says the state will not be rushed by political pressures. However, it's worth noting that gubernatorial hopeful Cynthia Nixon, Governor Cuomo's Democratic opponent, is strongly in favor, saying in a Twitter video recently that Albany has lacked the political courage to do this sooner.
Regulating and taxing marijuana would generate hundreds of millions of dollars of tax revenue for our people and create important agricultural opportunities for our state.
Can you say whether the governor and yourself support legal use of marijuana, or are you not there yet?
I think we're very open to the idea, and I think that's important to know that opinions evolve. I mean, we've had alcohol banned at one time in our country because that was viewed as something that was an evil.
Hochul says she recognizes that minority groups have suffered disproportionately from possession convictions, a socioeconomic reason Nixon supports legalization now. And Mark Molinaro, the endorsed Republican candidate for governor, says he wants to see how legal use plays out in other states. Right now, 8 states plus D.C. are already allowing it. 52% of New York's registered voters support it, according to a Siena poll from April. Erica Brecker, Channel 2 News.